Hello, welcome back to Gasbbuteo Tabletop Football, where today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and that is we're going to take a look at some of the characters that have appeared in Gasbbuteo League and a few other of the little sections that I've done over the years. Now, what I mean by that is not people that have turned up here and played games. No, this is not an episode all about Steve Toy or, in fact, Mark Hall, the bassist from the Sick Notes. It's got nothing to do with either of those characters, and it's got more to do with the figure characters that are gaining an identity and a recognition as we play through the various Gasbbuteo League years. Now that would of course mean these chaps that I have on the shelf here. Now no one can forget of course Mr. Graham Bastard, the harsh ref. Quite unpopular, particularly with Bristol City fans. Too soon? It's a little bit raw for them, and he's certainly a character that at some point we have to delve into his backstory. Next to him, we have a guy, I don't actually know what his name is, but he's been mentioned a few times in Gasbbuteo League, and that is the man from the FA, with his little tiny little briefcase there. It's edging on being a purse, but you know, it's 2025, each to their own. And then, of course, next to them, we've got three fellas from Australia. They've turned up a few times. I think they first appeared when I did I think it was a Euros challenge, maybe 3 years ago. And they are named Logan Bogan, who's the working class hero in the Australian trio. Then you've got a fella called Shane Bendigo, very friendly, people seem to like him. And then what we will call him back in the day, the posh boy, he's called Sydney Harbour. For all three of them seem to have a gaining popularity, not however as much as the home nations chaps that we've had down here. We've of course got a fella from Wales there, he was called David Dye Davies, and then a sort of stoic, heroic character from England, Mr. George Cross. It'd be interesting to know what his backstory is. However, the most popular, of course, is this chap, Mr. Jock McAndrews, who rather bizarrely here at Gasbbuteo is the goalkeeper for Real Madrid. He's got a bit of a cult following, there's no doubt about that, and he's getting a bit of a name for himself. But who is he? What is his backstory? Now, I've been doing a bit of research on behalf of Gasbbuteo, and it turns out that McAndrew's family surname originates from a Pictish clan that was based up in Inverness-shire in northern Scotland. In later years, apparently that clan spread out, so it did cover some of the Western Isles and other isles around the northern tip of Scotland. And we do know that Jock wasn't born on the mainland. So wouldn't it be interesting to know a little bit about exactly where he was from? Welcome to Shetland. Up the gas!
Things Hotel, no? We're not on about the new place.
What's interesting around here is that that's really cool.
I say people in the actual thought make a gym, and I'm being honest.
No, I know how to film. Alright, Mac. I don't find all my photos, but that's because I'm fat.
What did you say? I said hot, but then I realised that came out a bit weird. That's alright. I tend to generalise just because I like one hand. And now you've done that, I will repeat.
Slide in like that way.
Then it goes back the other way.
Then yeah, so it's like that.
Canaries for NCL, then we've got crisps.
On that,
She's very nice.
you don't like being on, do you?
You put me on it, get me off.
All right.